What did Jesus mean when he was talking about the eye being the lamp of the body? Welcome back to Small Talk Theology. We're continuing to look through the Sermon on the Mount, and we're in Matthew chapter 6. And in verses 22 through 23, Jesus has this kind of cryptic saying. It immediately follows his teaching about storing up treasures in heaven rather than storing up treasures on earth. And Jesus says the eye is the lamp of the body, and if your eye is good, your whole body will be full of light. But if your eye is bad, your whole body will be full of darkness. Therefore, if the light in you is darkness, how great is the darkness? Now, this is one of these sayings of Jesus that people just look at and go, this is very bizarre. What is Jesus talking about? Well, and he goes on to finish this and says, you cannot serve two masters. You can not serve God and money. You will only love one of these. Okay, so how do all these pieces connect together? Well, this is one of the reasons that context is important when we're studying the scriptures. We don't just take one verse or one passage out by itself, but we need to look at the overarching context. And so the question is, since this is part of a larger sermon called the Sermon on the Mount, has Jesus talked about a lamp and a light before? Now, some of you may go, oh yes, of course, right back in Matthew chapter 5, Jesus told his disciples, you are the light of the world, right? People do not take a lamp and put it under a bowl, but they set it high up on a stand. And so he's saying the eye works in the same way with the body. That is, if the eye is a good eye, I can receive light, I can see color. But if my eye is bad and it's not functioning properly, then all my body sees is darkness. Well, in this analogy, of course, we, Jesus's followers, are that eye, and the world is the body. And so if what is supposed to be our light is darkness, then they can never see the light. Now, here's what I believe Jesus means when he says this. That is, if my focus is not on heavenly things, if it's not on the kingdom of God, if what people hear from me is about sports teams or a new career opportunity or about how to make the most money or get the most followers or whatever, and I'm not pointing them to Jesus, well, where else will they get that information? In other words, if my focus shifts to the things of this world instead of the things of God, then I cannot point those in darkness to the light of the gospel. And he said, and that's one reason it's so important to keep our heart pure and focused on Jesus so that the world will have a light that leads them to God. Well, hope that blessed you today. If it does, like it and share it. Until next time, God bless you. Live for Jesus.